What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
Podcast.
Oh.
Period. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of OD Podcast. First things first, this will be a solo episode, and I am going off the top of my head. Just to let y'all know. So, okay, first things first, we want to apologize for not having an episode last week. Y'all, me and Draco, we started recording, and it just wasn't there. I don't know. We just was like having a block. Well, you know how we always say, send us some topics, blah, blah, blah. So some people sent us some topics. We tried to talk about them. I think the thing is we just couldn't relate to the topic. I guess that's what it was. I don't know, y'all. But if you have a podcast of your own, if you've been doing it for a while, you probably know that, initially you got all these different topics to talk about. And at some point, you run out of things to talk about. Basically, that's just what happens. We're on episode, we're in the hundreds now, you know what I'm saying? So there's only so many things we can cover. And sometimes we can pull topics from like pop culture or things going on in the news. But for that last week, so we tried to talk about unsupportive friends. And truth be told, we don't really have that problem. I'm just being honest. I know for me, I've always been very, very particular about the people that I have around me. And I think that when people have unsupportive friends, sometimes it could be a couple different issues. It could be you always, for example, okay, I don't know if I've ever spoken on a podcast, but I don't trust people that are serial entrepreneurs. So somebody who always got a new business, always got a new idea. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. They obviously have a hustle and they want to, do something that sticks, but it's hard to take it seriously after like the 19th run. So I think that people can come across unsupportive friends when they have something like that. Or if the person just lacks drive, like somebody, y'all ever met somebody and they be like, oh, let's say you dating, right? And you're a woman, you meet a dude and he's like, yeah, I work at Cookout, but me and my partners, we got this, we finna start this, you be like, yeah, I hear you. So it's like, okay, you want to believe him, but you don't heard the story so many times, and it's like, you don't want to support it. So I guess that's my interpretation of what somebody would have as an unsupportive friend. I'm just saying, I don't have that problem, and I have not had it in a long time, because I'm very convincing, because I do everything I say I'm gonna do. So I always have that buy-in, and Draco is what his work speaks for himself. So, I think he might have mentioned people not necessarily being supportive, but they weren't really friends. They were just people that he just, not to keep around you. So anyway, I forgot to say that Draco is out of town right now with a client. So that's why he's not with me this week. Just so y'all know, ain't no beef. I'm just saying he out of town. Okay, bye. Y'all, y'all know before Draco joined the show with me, I hosted the show by myself, but I always had guests, and I don't think I've ever done an episode where it was just me talking. So we're gonna try this, and if y'all like it, I don't care. At least we got an episode this week. No, I'm just playing. Okay, first things first, I want to talk about, y'all, I've been having some bad migraines. So first of all, I've had migraines since I was a kid. Two things I've experienced since I was little. Allergies and migraines. So my allergies, y'all, I have no idea what I'm allergic to, but I do know this. When I'm cold, I get sick. So it could literally be 100,000 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I come in the house. If the AC and the fan is really cold, I get sick. And it's like within 30 seconds tops. I'm not even joking, y'all. Like my nostrils get swollen up really bad. I'm sneezing, my throat itchy, my eyes water, and it's just really annoying. So every single day I have to take allergy medicine called Flonase, which is a nasal spray. And y'all, if I skip taking it one day, I promise you the next day I'm sick, and then I have to take it. And then it basically takes 3 days for it to start back working. So what I normally take to support that is what is it called? Zyrtec. Okay. And basically Zyrtec, it works very fast, but the only downside to Zyrtec is it makes me very drowsy. So the best time to take Zyrtec is like maybe 5 p.m. or maybe a little later, because you definitely gonna go to sleep, but when you wake up, you're gonna be so drained, y'all. I remember there was a time where I was out of Flonase because I can't remember what happened. I think I didn't call my doctor for a refill for whatever reason, and I was taking Zyrtec every single day, y'all. I was a zombie, y'all. I'm not even joking. Like, I would be so antsy and irritated at work. It would piss me off so much that I would just be getting mad at people about little things, all because I was drowsy. It's like when people are cranky because they sleepy. That was me, but I was like not sleepy, but I was drowsy and I was wide awake. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to share that with y'all. That's something I've been dealing with, that and the migraines. The migraines just started kicking back up. I don't know where they coming from, but I need them to go back where they came from, because I'm not going to be popping Tylenol PMs and extras and all that stuff every single day, feeling like a pillhead. I just in the house, what's triggering it? So if y'all have had experiences with migraines, please reach out to me and let me know what y'all might have done. I did see a commercial a long time ago about people getting Botox for migraines. I'm not really opposed to that. It's all about how frequently I'll need to get it done. And I mean, I don't really have no wrinkles, but I also don't want it to lead to me being interested in getting it more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a person that's got to get these little Botox shots to avoid wrinkles because I'm okay with aging. It just shows, it's just a measure of my gratitude for being on this earth. But anyway, I'm done rambling about migraines. Next up on the list, y'all got a checklist, y'all. ATL Scoop. Now, I know we mentioned it a couple times on the show, but ATL Scoop, y'all, I had to unfollow them because, okay, first things first. If you don't live in Atlanta or if you haven't been to the page yet, basically it's a page that tells you about things going on in Atlanta. And when I say things, I mean crime, y'all. So car break-ins, robbery, I mean, even traffic jams, car accidents. This week they've been reporting on the Krispy Kreme on Punch, which is owned by Shaq, if you didn't know, was burned down. They're saying it might have been a gas leak or something like that. It could have been arson. We don't know. But basically they try to keep you, they're kind of like the news, but this is like 25/8. You know, it's like in real time almost because if I'm a driver, I'm on the highway, I'm on the road, or I see something going on, I could take a picture of it, record it, and tag ATL Scoop, and then they'll repost it. People have recovered stolen cars, stolen dogs, keys, purses. I mean, honestly, it's a good resource for people living in Atlanta. At first, I was a little weary because I was like, this is giving fed, y'all. But in reality, you do kind of want to, know what's going on in your neighborhood. And if your property is stolen, you want to be able to get it back. And I think it's pretty cool that people have been able to recover stolen things. However, I've spoken on this show before about getting robbed and how it has traumatized me. And I know I have never gone into detail about it, but y'all, it happened in like 2008, and I'm not joking. In 2021, it still bothers me. Like, I had to go to therapy for it last year. It y'all, I don't even know if I'm ready to even like really break down how it has impacted me negatively, but just know something that may be as simple or appears to be as simple as a robbery can really shake up the mind of people and how they handle things. To really put things in summary, after I got robbed, I started noticing everything. I've been aware of everything that happened around me, every person, what time it was the sundown, what neighborhood am I in? And I grew up in the hood. This stuff that I'm used to, robbery wasn't new to me. Now, it had never happened to me, but I knew robbers, you know what I'm saying? And so it just wasn't something that I felt like impacted me. And then when it did happen to me, it just shook things up. So anyway, I had to unfollow ATL Scoop because it was like really like triggering me. It was kind of traumatizing. It was making me super anxious. Recently I bought a Mercedes, and I know that that's a car that is, sought after, I guess you can say. So now it's like, okay, if I go to this store, normally I would, ideally if I have a brand new car, I would want to park far in the back of the parking lot so nobody's parked next to me and bump it or scratch it or any little thing. But now I'm like, well, do I want to do that? Because maybe that's easier for somebody to access and bust out the windows. Maybe they want to carjack. Maybe they want to rob me. It's just all these different things. And I don't want to be concerned about that. And I mean, unfortunately, it is a reality. You don't want to be that oblivious to where things like that are going on around you and you don't know. But at the same time, you don't want to overconsume it either because it'll start to control your thoughts and your decision making. And so, it's so weird, y'all. I had to unfollow. It is good to know. I mean, maybe if you want to check it out every couple of weeks to see things going on around you. But, I don't know, y'all. Tread lightly. That's all I can say. All right, what's next on my list? Y'all, okay. I don't know what's going on, and I know people get comfortable with social media. They consider social media their family, but y'all got to stop posting these stinking, dirty baby pampers, okay? First of all, I should not open up my phone and I see a picture of a baby who doo-doo done ran up their back and leaked out their pamper. You see how nasty it sounded for me to describe that, y'all? I promise you, in the last week or two, I've probably seen 5 videos or photos of somebody taking a picture of their baby messy pamper. Honest to God, why? Why, Ebony? Why? Why would you post something like that? Honest to God, this is a genuine question. And if you listen to this podcast right now, answer me. Tell me why. This is disgusting, y'all. Don't nobody want to see it. It's doodle. It's literally feces. It's defecation. It's poop. Why would I want to see that? And it's even nasty when it's a baby because all this stuff, y'all, never mind. Okay, just stop posting your nasty, stinking baby pampers. Okay, next on the list, I do not like seeing sweat, y'all. I know people work out, they go to the gym, and they want to show them before and after, which is weird to me because how you going to show me a before and after picture from the gym as if you just lost weight while you was on a treadmill? No, you have not. So anyway, I really hate seeing sweat. And when I think about sweat, y'all don't judge me, but I always think of Gucci Mane because when he first got out of prison, he had lost all that weight. He was real cut. He was, like fit. But he would be posting videos of him working out or after him working out, and he would have sweat, y'all, all over his face and his body. And it was disgusting to me. And it was like, I had to unfollow him. I couldn't follow. I didn't want to see it no more, y'all. And I think this is when I was on Snapchat heavy, and he would be posting on Snapchat. I couldn't do it no more. And so I was like, you know what, Alicia, pretend it's rain. Just think in your mind that he was just outside in the rain and got wet. No, it didn't work, y'all. I don't want to see it. I know it's sweat, and it's disgusting, and it makes me nauseous. Okay, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Dookie Pampers, and I don't want to see sweat. Okay, in the same realm, why y'all be posting y'all injuries? Okay, so people cut their finger, slice their hand, cut their leg, and then they want to post it on social media. Why do I want to see that? I don't. Why would you think that anybody wants to see that? We don't. It's disgusting. It is literally disgusting. I don't want to see anything that comes from inside of your body. Okay, I don't even want to hear you burp. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear you fart. I don't want you to cough. I mean, let's be clear, it's a pandemic. Don't sneeze either while we at it. Matter of fact, don't even cry. If you do these things, don't post them. Why in the world would I want to see your dookie pamper, your sweaty face, blood, or any kind of injury? Like, y'all be oversharing, man. And I know it's your page, post what you want, but unfortunately, with social media and this instant posting, we cannot control what we're about to see. We can control the people who we follow, which I do heavily. I have a lot of muted, blocked accounts, but I do not want to see these kind of things. It is literally disgusting, y'all. Oh my God, I'm sick. All right, I'm back. All right. Okay, y'all. So, next on my list is I want to talk about sharing passwords, right? So I was listening to something the other day. It might have been a podcast. I don't even know. But they were basically talking about at what point do you share your password with your partner? My answer is never. I think that's really weird. I think that's very high school, very insecure. And the reason why I say that is because it's like you kind of want to keep an eye out on your partner. You want to monitor them and, be seeing what they doing, but you only care about that because you don't trust them to begin with. I have been in relationships where I have had someone's password and it's always been associated with me not necessarily trusting them. And they could say, I'm sorry. Excuse me, because I'm not editing this. This is going to be one long run. So all my little noises, I'm sorry. I know I just said I don't like to hear the coughing, but this is my house and this is my microphone. Dang, I'm a hypocrite. Anyway, I just think that just sharing the passwords, going through phones, all that stuff is insecurity. It really is. And it's okay to be insecure. It's normal. I think when I was in those relationships where I was having access to that kind of stuff, I was insecure and I didn't know it. I didn't realize what insecurity even meant. I remember I was talking about this particular issue with someone at that time, let's say 2009, 10, and someone told me, they was like, you just being insecure, and I was offended, but I just didn't know what insecure meant. I just knew that, he trying me, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just feel like if you got to get to a point in your relationship where you have access to passwords, I mean, it's okay to have access, I guess, like in the case of an emergency, but if you are checking their phone, checking their DMs, like, is that really necessary? What is that doing for you? That's like creating more anxiety for yourself, because one of those days you might see something, and whether it's something worth addressing or not, you only saw it. Now, let me backtrack. I know folks be like, what they be saying? Something is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. It can be. Now, I'm not advocating for that. I don't want something to be going on and I'm unaware, but I don't think it's my responsibility to be seeking it out in that manner. I think that people get caught in lies and they get caught slipping because they're liars and they're slippers. And I think that when you kind of force those results, it's not fair to yourself to put yourself through that, to be going through these things, their devices and things like that, to find the truth. You just got to find other ways, because I'm pretty sure if it got to the point, and it's just my opinion, if you got to the point where you have to go through their phone, all that, you probably already had some doubts to begin with, and you were just waiting to see Letitia in them DMs sending her titties or something like that, so you can confront him about it and he can deny it and say, I can't control what people send me. It's like, okay, so now what you gonna say to that? So I personally think, as an adult, as a 31-year-old woman, I'm about to be 32 next week, y'all. I'm gonna be 32 on Tuesday. I do not want to be going through phones. I don't even want to see you receive a text message, because if it's a name that I don't recognize, if I ask who it is, now I'm going to seem like, I don't know. It's just not necessary, y'all. Honestly, just be in a relationship with somebody you can trust, honestly. And not just because you like them or you think they're cute, but if trust is something that you are, not negotiating, like it's something that you have to have, be with somebody you can trust. And I know that's hard. I know it's hard. Dating is hard. But do you want to get in a relationship to be played for the sake of having a partner? Or do you want to just, enjoy your life until you find somebody you can trust? Like, let's be for real. Happiness is the goal, y'all. Please don't be miserable. Okay. All right. So I saw this tweet the other day. It said, after a breakup, and I'm sorry, this is not the traditional episode format. I just hopped out of bed, haven't even brushed my teeth, washed my face yet. I logged into my work computer, came, sat on my sofa, turned the microphone on. Okay, so y'all just gonna get what I give y'all today. Okay, so anyway, I saw a tweet he talked about after a breakup, women get a full ride to Harvard. They buy a new house. They do all this blah 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 blah. And I thought that was so funny because in the cases where I have broken up, I mean, first of all, I've always been somebody that has consistently grown in general in life. So even in my relationships, there have been milestones that I've had where I've done something different, accomplished this, finished school, got promoted, whatever, anything. But I do know for sure that when I broke up in certain relationships, immediately I had a list of things I was gonna get done, y'all. I'm talking about like one of my relationships that broke up in the last couple of years was basically I wanted to travel more. And as soon as we broke up, y'all, I was gone every other week. And I'm sure y'all could probably notice that on my social media. Like, I was taking trips here, trips there, but I wanted to travel really bad when I was in that relationship, but that person just did not have the funds or the drive to do so. So it was always in the back of my mind, like, dang, I want to travel real bad. And then y'all, there's been times in relationships I've broken up. I relocated cities. I have, just done all these crazy dramatic things, and not in a bad way, things that I was always able to do. But because I was then single, I had nothing but time, and I really didn't have to consider somebody else for the decision I made. Now, granted, no one should have had that kind of impact or control. But sometimes when you get in a relationship, y'all, you really be making stupid decisions. Like you can stunt your own growth because you want things to be mutual or fair or to have a positive impact on your relationship. But then when you get out of that relationship, you realize I should never did that. So I just thought that was interesting, that post. I don't know what men do when they break up, but it don't seem like they do much, at least in my experience. But I mean, I have done so many things over the last several years, and they were kind of, post breakups. It's like, oh, I'm about to who ain't finna go to Harvard, Yale, and Columbia at the same time? I'm finna be a professor. You can't stop me. I'm single. Speaking of single, Valentine's Day is coming up, y'all, and I think it's so interesting. I've been seeing all these topics on social media about women getting men gifts. I have always been a gift giver. That's been my love language. That's how I express love or show love. So I love to give gifts. It's just not even something to ever think about. Like, I have never, ever been in a relationship where I didn't regularly give my man gifts or give him gifts on Valentine's Day. Now, if that effort was mutual, that's a whole nother conversation. Now, I don't think that I was doing that to be dumb. I just think that that's genuinely what I do. Like, I'll see something and I'll think of him and I'll get him that gift, or it's something that he mentioned or he wasn't able to get before somewhere because it was sold out. I would get it. It just was natural. It wasn't like me trying to prove myself to the man. But I just think that Valentine's Day obviously is made up, and people who say they don't celebrate Valentine's Day because it's made up, it's because they're not good gift givers nor good partners. And that's really what I think. So if you hate me, then just say that, because even though Valentine's Day is made up, so are all the holidays on the calendar. I mean, the only thing that's technically not made up is New Year's, and truth be told, that's made up too. I saw a post the other day that said they could add another day to the week and we wouldn't even know. We sure wouldn't, because time is constant. So anyway, I do have a Valentine this year, and I do have gifts that I'm giving, and I'm expecting gifts, and I will always expect gifts. I don't, that won't ever stop. I just think that even though you can say it's made up, but it is a moment to express your love and to really zone in on those feelings you have for that person. Obviously, Valentine's Day is 365 or 366 on a leap year, but it doesn't mean that you can't stop and take the time. Because if that's the case, why ain't got teddy bears and flowers every single day? Huh? Rid of me that, huh? Exactly. So all I'm saying is take that time. It's just like a birthday. Obviously, you're grateful to see another day. And after your birthday, let's say, for example, y'all, I'm turning 32 on next Tuesday. Okay, that means that on Wednesday, I'll be 32 in one day, and then 32 in 2 days. So do you mean to tell me that I shouldn't celebrate my birthday because it's my birthday year round? No. So on February 16th, I need you to give me some money, cash out me. Now, if y'all want to cash out me $1, I ain't begging. But if y'all want to, it's $UHHLICIA. So, Alicia, 2 H's. That's it. Anyway, but I'm just saying, I want to feel special. I want to feel celebrated. I want the spotlight to be on me for this day. Now, unfortunately, My birthday is 2 days after Valentine's Day, and it took a while for me to really get to a point where I could experience both holidays at the same time. I mean, separately, I'll say, because I will always get like, they'll be like, oh, I'm going to give you one big gift. What's a big gift? What is a big gift? A vacuum cleaner? Like, I don't I don't understand what you mean by a big gift. It's 2 different days. I want 2 different experiences, and that's point blank, period. Okay? And I don't mean like dinner one day, gift the other, because anyway, if you with me, don't play with me. It's just like Christmas. It's like, oh, we celebrate Christmas year round. Okay, but this holiday is focused around giving. Like, why are you playing with me? Now, obviously, if you have an arrangement with your partner, you can, give them gifts however you want. Like, I know some people, they alternate which holidays they give gifts for Valentine's Day and for Christmas. I think that's totally fine if that's what y'all want to do. But don't just have me waking up on one of these holidays looking stupid and it's business as usual. I'd be doggone if I've been as cool as I am and fun as I am and I don't get a darn egg cracked in the skillet. Come on now. So anyway, all right, what else I got, y'all? I am rambling, y'all. This is so funny. I never did an episode solo in all my days. I never did an episode by myself. So anyway, let's look and see what's in pop culture. So right now, at this very moment, because this episode is going out as soon as I finish recording. So this is what's on the Shade Room as of right now, y'all. Let's see. Oh, girl, Gorilla Glue, girl, honey. Okay, so I'm kind of conflicted on whether I want to judge Tessica or not. That's the young lady's first name. She's 40 years old. And if you've been under a rock, you probably, I guess that's the only way you wouldn't know. But long story short, Tessica sprayed Gorilla Glue in her hair instead of what she was normally using, Gorilla Snot. And so if you don't know, we use 2 different women can use 2 different finishing sprays on their hair, or if they want to apply a wig, and it's Gorilla Snot and Gots to be Glued. Okay, and these are things that are kind of like, it makes like a tackiness, which causes your hair to stay in place or adhere if you need. But Gorilla Glue, y'all, is stuff that I use Gorilla Glue when I wanted to fix a bed that I bought from IKEA, y'all, a wooden bed. If I want the slats to stay in place, you can use Gorilla Glue to fix a cabinet, y'all, cement, concrete. And there is no way possible that anyone in their right mind felt like Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Snot and Gots to be Glued was in the same category. They're not even on the same aisle. They probably hardly are ever sold in the same stores unless you go to like Walmart or Target. Or maybe the grocery store. But even then, they're not even nowhere near each other. That just is what it is. So, and you can kind of tell from the video that she made that she used it because she was like, all right, I got this. Let me try this. But people are calling her stupid. I don't know if I want to call her stupid. I do think it is a very foolish mistake, especially at her big age of 40. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. And this girl got a verified account now. She darn near at 1 million followers. She got like 700,000. She'll definitely see 1 million because what's happening right now, she's been going through these different services and surgeries to figure out how to get this stuff out of her hair, and people are tuned in. So it's going to obviously attract more followers. She's been getting interviews. She's got a GoFundMe. I don't have a problem with the GoFundMe. At this point, when people go viral, that's the best thing you can do to capitalize off of it, aside from offering like a business or product. I don't know. When I first saw the video, I thought it was fake. I think most videos that go viral are fake because it's to the point now where people can do certain things for a reaction. But now I do see that her hair really is effed up from this glue. Now, I'm pretty sure she probably, because she made a TikTok to talk about what was going on. I think most people can kind of, if you put something drastic on TikTok, you can kind of expect it to get a lot of traction. Now, she might not have been doing it for fame. Clearly, there was a real issue at hand, but she had to know it was going to circulate. And that's neither here nor there. That's none of my business because I'm on social media just like she is. She just happened to use it for a cause. But yeah, I don't know. People are saying that she's stupid, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That just wasn't my first thought. My first thought was, I don't know, girl. I don't know. It's so crazy. And let me see what this post on the Shade Room said. This is as of 20 minutes ago. Oh, they got it out. Period. Don't play with that girl. Okay, so she got the Gorilla Glue out, y'all. Okay, girl. Don't complain about your hair being super black. It's either it's hard or it's black. All right, well, there we go. Problem solved. Now, people were trying to say, "Oh, she should sue Gorilla Glue because the product doesn't say can't use in hair." Now, it does say keep out of eyes and skin, I believe. I mean, if you want to try to assume that hair isn't included in that, you're just an opportunist. I do not think she should sue. I don't think it's that serious. If you made a mistake, you cannot blame the product. You know what I'm saying? You made a mistake. I remember one time when I was little, y'all, my mama bought some ketchup, and it was the one without salt. It was sodium-free ketchup. Now, I didn't even know that existed, and so when we realized it, I mean, we probably could have taken it back, but I basically, y'all, if I wanted to use ketchup, I would squeeze it in a bowl, add some salt, and mix it up, and then boom, I had regular ketchup. So I think that people can make mistakes, but I think that she just didn't use her critical thinking. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you make a rash decision, and then you obviously after the fact be like, now that was stupid, but you was so desperate to like get your hair done and leave out the house or whatever you had to do that you used something that was absolutely wrong. I mean, I'm just trying to think of all the things that I've seen people do that they should not have done. I don't even know. Maybe like, I don't know. I guess maybe she is stupid. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. I didn't think to attack her, though. I'm not going to lie, but I'm also not that kind of person. So I do be judging, but I ain't going to call the girl dumb. What else I got before I wrap up this episode, Joel? Let me take a look. Let me take a gander. Oh, y'all, Popeye's got a fish sandwich, y'all. Y'all know I'm pescatarian, so I don't eat chicken, beef, pork, or what other kind of meat is it? Turkey. I only eat seafood, and honestly, I'm trying to wean that out. But truth be told, I love crab cakes, and that's just really what it is. So, and I have started messing with like certain vegetarian meals. So the other day I made gnocchi. I know that's probably not how you're supposed to pronounce it, but that's what I made. And if y'all heard me say it, then y'all know exactly what I'm trying to say. But Popeyes has a flounder sandwich, kind of like the chicken sandwich, and I might try it out this week. Y'all know that Lent, I don't know if it's here, but I know it's approaching. And restaurants who don't normally serve fish do serve fish during this time, like Chick-fil-A. My computer. Oh, can you hear me? Check. Oh, okay. Y'all, my computer had went to sleep. I was scared, honey. What if I would have lost all this episode? Y'all wasn't going to get nothing this week, and y'all was going to be mad again. But anyway, so Chick-fil-A also serves a fish sandwich. Now, not every location, so you do want to do your Googles and find out which ones. I know at the time that I tried their fish sandwich, it was a location in Sandy Springs off of Roswell Road. And then Arby's also has a fish sandwich. So I don't know if this fish sandwich from Popeyes is going to be permanent, but I do know that I'm trying it. Y'all, my braces just got caught in my upper lip. That's why I paused. Jesus. It's hard recording by yourself. You just do all kinds of stupid stuff. I'm just like the Gorilla Glue girl. Oops, sorry, y'all. I had swiped up on the shade room and seen this video from Ashanti. Anyways, but yeah, I'm going to try that fish sandwich. Normally when I go to Popeyes, I get the shrimp basket. Ooh, with the sweet heat sauce. It's so good, y'all. Oh, my God. And I be dipping my fries in the sauce. It's slap, okay? I think that might be all I have. Let me just do one more circle around the shade room. That's not my primary source of information, but I do know it's the most popular blog, so it's only right that I go in there and get my information when I'm recording the episode on the fly. And that was a bird sound because I said fly. All right, y'all. So anyway, that's all I have for this week's episode. Sorry it's so short, but at least you got an episode. My birthday is next Tuesday, so please show me some love. February 16th, I will be turning 32 years old. Yes, 32 years old. I'm very proud of myself, y'all. I have always been a person that has aspired to do more year over year. Now, I don't make like a vision board. I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I do always get very uncomfortable with doing the same thing. So I always try to make more money, learn a new skill set, or try to get some kind of promotion or something at work. So for example, I've been going through this interview process for this data science boot camp, y'all. And basically, what's the definition of data science? Let me find out. I don't even know, y'all. I just know what it looked like. Define data science. All right, y'all. So data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge and insights from many structural and unstructured data. Data science is related to data mining, machine learning, and big data. I know that sounded very complicated, and that sounded complicated while I was reading it, but that's exactly what data science is. So basically, y'all, if you didn't already know, I am a data consultant. My entire career has been circled around data, and what my responsibility is to clean the data. and to set standards for how it is used going forward. And to make this my favorite analogy to explain to people the importance of my role, or at least an idea of how I do it. Just think about if you go on your phone right now and you go to somebody's contact. Let's say you go to Auntie Lulu contact. Auntie Lulu don't change her number so many times over the years, and every time she get a new number, you just save it to her name. But then one day you need to call Auntie Lulu and you go to her contact and you don't know which number belong to her. Now, how in the world I'm going to know unless I call all these phone numbers? And then you call these phone numbers and you got the wrong number, and now you're annoyed. And so what you do each time you identify which phone number is the wrong one, you delete it from Auntie Lulu contact. And then going forward, you just say, all right, next time she get a new number, I'm going to just erase the old number and add the new number. So that's basically what I do. I go for my company, I tell them this data is wrong. And I'm going to help you find out what the correct data is. We're going to make everything up to date. But going forward, this is how we're going to manage it. We're going to make sure we categorize this as this. We're going to make sure this person is responsible for this. We're going to make sure that this looks like this. And I set up rules. And kind of when I say rules, I mean, I'll set a trigger in the system that says, when you see this, do this. So I'll say, when you see this again, mark it as a duplicate. Then someone can go and review it, maybe me, maybe somebody else, and then they will clean that data up. And so what I'm hoping to get out of this data science bootcamp, if I am accepted, I am going to learn how to make tools, and to make those tools, I have to know how to code. And I don't mean code like making an app or like a website per se, but there are tools that you can make within Excel that function as an app. So I can say, hit enter, and enter will go through. The computer will scan this spreadsheet, find duplicates, replace them with whatever I want to place. And it kind of functions as, it's basically doing what I would have done by hand, but in 10 seconds. If I would have done it by hand, it would have taken several hours, maybe days. So anyway, that's not the exact thing I'm looking to do, but that's an example of what type of work I work in. So the boot camp is hosted by professors at Harvard. It's a Harvard hosted class, I guess you could say. And basically their point of having it is to make sure that underserved communities or people of color or women, basically they're saying these people don't normally have access to these kind of courses, or they're not represented enough in this field, in this industry. I will say it's not a lot of people like me that work do my kind of work. Like if y'all saw my team, y'all be like, no, how Alicia get up in here? I just love data, y'all. It's one of my little geeky attributes. But basically they're saying, we need more Black people, more women, more people of color in the data field. We want to make sure they get the skill sets needed to be successful. So we're going to have this program where we have professors from Ivy League colleges teaching them, and at the end of the class they'll get a certification, and it will be completely free. And my little cousin put me onto it, which I'm very grateful for. If the application process is closed, but once it is open back up, I will gladly share the link with y'all if you're interested. I think data is one of those things that literally is going to rule. I mean, literally, the point of social media and the reason why it's so successful is because of data, y'all. Our personal data, to be honest. But it's one of those things that can be applied to any skill set. My degree was in business. I never was interested in data until I got into it. And I realized that one of my passions is data governance, which is basically the industry I work in. I love cleaning data and setting standards and all that weird, annoying stuff. So it's what I do. And so basically the whole point of me mentioning that is one of the things I'm hoping to accomplish this year in 32. There are several other things, but that's what's going on right now. So hopefully y'all get the certification, and it won't really give me any more money because I'm already in my job, but it will give me a competitive advantage because I'll use those new skills to apply new processes to my department that didn't exist before. And they don't even know that I'm about to present it to them, so that when it's time for the review, they're gonna be like, dang, Alicia, you really helped us do all this, and then I'll, have the opportunity to get more money when it's time to get a raise, or I'll get a promotion, hopefully in management. I used to think I didn't want to be a manager, but my new company really makes that seem a little bit more realistic for me. So we'll see. Other than that, y'all, I just want to lose some weight. I don't gain a few pounds during COVID, and I don't, and we ain't gonna go too far into it. So I hope I can do that. Oh, that seems to be an ongoing goal for me. But yeah, that is what's going on, y'all. So yes, my birthday is coming up. So it's Valentine's Day. I hope y'all are safe. That's all I got. So talk to y'all next week. Holla at your whirl, your curl, your twirl, your earl, your burl, your swirl. Bye.